Well, moving on with our study fair, we have now the company of Carla Casarin. She is the representative of Soo College, located in Sault Ste. Marie, a very nice city in Canada. So, Carla, welcome to our study fair by Study Now.
Hola, buenos días. Escuché que la presentación era en español, pero ahora te oigo hablar en inglés. Yo hablo inglés.
Tranquila, bueno, la idea es que nuestros estudiantes, como forman parte de Aspine, que es una red de colegios bilingües, si podemos tener esta conferencia en inglés, mucho mejor también para ellos. Carla, si nos puedes apoyar.
Ok, claro, sin problema.
Listos para nuestros estudiantes, entonces muchas gracias por acompañarnos y le damos la bienvenida a Carla Casarín de Soo College, que nos va a contar un poco más de esta magnífica institución. Bienvenida, Carla.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Maria Paula. So, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, perfect. So, thank you, everyone, and welcome to this presentation. I am Carla Casarin, and I am the Director for Latin America and the Caribbean at Soo College. And I want to tell you a little bit more about us today. Hopefully, you'll find this information interesting. And if you have any questions, we can see them at the end, or you can contact the Study Now team for any follow-up, any questions about the application, costs, anything you need. So first of all, I always like to start with a picture of the college. This is the main entrance. So I show you this because I want you to start seeing yourselves there, like to start building the dream. Where are we located? I know that Canada is a really big place. It's a really big country. And we normally just think about Canada in terms of Vancouver or Toronto or Montreal or something like that. But there are many, many other cities that are really great for us an academic destination. So we, Soo College, are located in a city called Sault Ste. Marie. As you can see here in the map, Sault Ste. Marie is in the border, like exactly in the border with the US. Actually, we have like a twin city because there's a Sault Ste. Marie on the other side in Michigan too. So if you ever Google something about the city, just make sure that you are looking for Sault Ste. Marie in Ontario, Canada, and not in Michigan, the US. Also, you can see here that we are surrounded by 3 big lakes. These lakes are really great for us location-wise, because first of all, we have many programs related to environment that are related to the area that we're in. And also it helps in terms of weather. So you have an idea, like we are a cold place, but we're a little bit colder than Toronto, but we are less cold than Montreal, for example. So you will get snow, you will get really minus like 10, 15, 20 temperatures in the winter, but it's a place where you can take advantage of the winter in regards of the activities. You can go skiing, you can go snowboarding, ice climbing, so many things, so many opportunities for you to do there. So probably you have realized by now that even though the way you write the name of the city and the college could be pronounced like Sault, in English, it actually has a French pronunciation. So when we see this, we say Soo, like it's an S-O-O. So it's Sault Ste. Marie and it's Soo College. And actually we have like a pet name for the city and it's just the Soo. So with this, I officially tell you, welcome to the Soo. We will be happy to receive you at any point and to help you build your dream with us. So what could you find in a city like Sault Ste. Marie? First of all, we are a medium-sized city. We have about 75, 80,000 people there. I know that for many of our countries, our Latin American countries, this can sound like a really small place. But for Canada, this is a medium-sized city. And as a medium-sized city, you can find that it's a really safe place. So it's safer than bigger cities. It's really friendly people. I think this happens all over the world. Big cities, like you're in a rush and you don't get to meet anyone or say good morning to anyone. And here is a kind of place where you can actually make friends easier because people are really friendly. Also, even though it's medium size, you get a city life a city lifestyle. So you get all the amenities you would find in a big city, like malls and restaurants and bars and stuff like that. Because of our location, we have a lot of natural beauty surrounding us. So, for example, in a big city, you would probably drive like 2 hours at least to get to the forest for camping and stuff like that. But here you can drive 20 minutes and be anywhere. So that is something really great about a smaller size city. As I mentioned before, that we are bordering with the United States. And because of our location, we are really lucky and we have many immigration opportunities. So opportunities for your future in case you want to build your life in Canada. So I'm going to play you a video. Hopefully we don't have any problems with the sound. So Maria Paula, if the sound is not there, let me know. And this is going to be a video about the city. So you get to know a little bit more about us. Oh, I don't know why it's not loading. Weird. I'm sorry, I'll try to show you the videos at the end of the presentation because I don't know why it's not loading, but I'll show you at the end.
Okay, don't worry, Carla. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh, no, there is.
Perfect. Can you hear it?
And good audio. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Perfect. So it almost cannot be seen, but that webpage that you see there, the welcome to ssm.com, is the official page of the city. So if you want to see anything else about it, about cost of living, about job offerings and anything like that, you can find them in that webpage. It's a really good webpage. So talking about the opportunities for the future, I don't know if you have read anything about immigration opportunities. Full disclosure, I cannot give you any advice regarding immigration, but I can share these links with you so you can do your research on your own. So there's a program that is called the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot, the RNIP. This program basically helps international students to get their permanent residence quicker than other ways. So normally a student would go to study and work, and maybe 5-7 years later would be able to be eligible for applying for a permanent residence. But with the RNIP, this time is shortened to about 2 or 3 years. So in case you want to see more information about it, if you scan the QR code that you see right there, it'll take you to the immigration webpage with all this information. And if you want to see the information specifically in Sault Ste. Marie, because there are other cities that are part of this program. So specifically for Sault Ste. Marie, you can go to the webpage that I shared before, welcome to ssm.com, but with the end part of the RNIP. So this way you can find all the information in case building your future in Canada is something that you would like to do. So what like starting to talk about the college in specific. You've probably heard before about more colleges or more universities in Canada. And something that fortunately we all have in common is that we all have great quality of education. I'm sorry for that. Great quality of education. So what I always tell my students is you need to find, yes, a program that you like and look at the courses and and make sure that it's going to take you to where you want to be. But you have to also see everything else that an institution can offer, that a city can offer. So what do we want to offer you at Soo College? We want you to find a second home with us. We know that you have your home in your own country, but we want us to find you to find your second home with us. We want to offer you a place where you actually belong. And we do this because we really think about you as a whole person, not just a student. So we think of you as the athlete, as a basketball player, as the engineer that wants to do like robotics, as the artist, as we see you as a whole person. And that's why we offer you all of these things. We want to support you in every way you need. We want to support you with your English. We want to support you in finding a job. We want to support you in anywhere you need. So why Soo College? So we have a lot of benefits, as I mentioned before, because of our location. So in a city like Sault Ste. Marie, so if you come to Soo College, you will find something that we call like a real Canadian experience. What do we mean by that? That here, the immigration, the number of immigrants that we have in the city is not really high. So that means that most of the people you will meet are going to be Canadians. You're going to go out in the street and you're going to hear English. This is great for all the English immersion, the language immersion, so it will be easier for you to improve your level of English. This doesn't mean that it's better or worse than a big city. It's just a different experience. Because, for example, in terms of language, if you go out in the street in a big city like Toronto or Vancouver, you will hear English and Spanish and Russian and Arabic and Chinese. So it's a multicultural experience. Here you will have a Canadian experience. And being in a place like this, you will arrive to a place that is safe, that is clean, that is close to nature, and that will help you with your English immersion, but at the same time, having all the amenities that a big city can have. Also, for example, in our programs, we have international availability in programs that tend to be complicated for international students. For example, nursing. If you want to study practical nursing, sometimes in other institutions, it can be hard for international students to get a spot. Here is not like that. Here, we have a number of seats in each program that are specifically for our Latin American students. So there are like places for Canadians, and there are places that are just for us. So that makes it a little bit easier for you to get a spot. You still have to meet all the English requirements, all the academic requirements, but it won't be as hard to get a place in the program that you want. Also, we have over 16 programs that have the co-op or placement opportunity. What do I mean with placement or co-op is that you can actually get a professional experience. So you will be working as a part of your program to get some professional experience in your area. The difference between a placement and a co-op is that in the placement, you don't get paid for it. It's just the experience. And in the co-op, you do get a salary for your job. In both, you get the experience, you get the opportunity for network, and an opportunity also to improve your resume for when you go and apply for a job. We do have entry scholarships for international students. Specifically for Latin American students, we have a $2,000 scholarship for the first year. So this means that you would get a $1,000 discount on your first semester and a $1,000 discount on your second semester. You don't need to compete for this scholarship. You don't need to apply for this scholarship. This scholarship will be given to you when you apply. So our international admissions team will see that you are from Latin America and automatically will give you this scholarship. Something also that is good for our international students, for specifically for our Latin students, on top of the entry scholarships, is that you don't need to pay an application fee with us. We know that normally these applications fee are like $100 and $150. In our case, we don't charge that to you. And our application process tends to be really fast. Our goal is to give you an answer regarding your application in no more than a week. And we can do this, and all of this, all the support that we can give you is because we have an amazing team in Sault Ste. Marie, in the Soo. We have an amazing team that is dedicated to support our students and to improve their experiences in every way. So what kind of programs do we have at Soo College? We have over 40 programs, but all of our programs touches at least one of these areas. So we have programs regarding environment, health sciences, engineering, technology, business, justice studies, media. So for example, if you want to do business diploma or business accounting diploma, or on the other side you want to do practical nursing, or we have also a program related to fitness. We have culinary arts also, if you want to become a chef one of these days. So we have many options for you. If you're interested in one of them, the team at Study Now can share with you our program list, so you can see specifically all the programs that we have. So in case there is a little bit of confusion still about what the difference between a college or a university, or where am I going to study, what am I looking for? When you finish high school, when you finish your high school program, you can go into an undergraduate degree. This undergraduate degree could be a 1-year certificate, a 2-year diploma, maybe a 3-year advanced diploma, or a bachelor. Bachelors tend to be 4 or 5 years. Once you're done with your university degree, then you get to the graduate degrees, graduate diploma, graduate certificate, maybe a master's or a PhD in the long run. So what's the difference between a university and a college is that universities tend to have more 4 or 5 year programs, and we have shorter programs. So 1 year, 2 year, a couple of them are 3 years. And this is because a college needs to train people that can go out quicker to the job market, so they can fill the gaps that the job market has, to improve the general economy of the city. So in practical terms, this means that if you see a program at a college, it means that there are jobs waiting for you when you graduate. And the ones that you see highlighted in yellow are the kind of programs that we have. So the programs mentioned in the areas before, like health and business and science, all of this are either certificates or diplomas. So, okay, I am in love with the Soo. I want to go to Soo College. I find my program. Where am I going to live? So there are different options. There are different opportunities. You can stay at our student residence. That includes your room all furnished with the internet. You get access to do your laundry, the activities, the meals are included. You can get all this at our student residence that is right next door from the college. You can do that, or we can refer you to a homestay program if you want to stay with a family, or if you want to live on your own. We can also give you some resources so you can find a place to live on your own or with roommates, whatever you want. There are different opportunities, but something really important here in terms of living are the living costs, right? So we know that it's not just paying for the tuition, but I need to pay for my living, for my food, for my transportation. So something really great about studying with us at Soo College is that our cost of living are lower than in other cities. So for example, we are about 40% more, 40% cheaper than the cost of living in Toronto. So at the end, for example, if you get a job, you will get paid the same in Sault Ste. Marie or in Toronto, but here you will spend less money. So it's really great in terms of budget for you and for your family. Finally, we will receive you doesn't matter which kind of background or which kind of plan do you have, as long as you meet the English and the academic requirements, we are happy to host you. But something that we have figured out is that most of our students have like really specific goals when looking for a program. So our students tend to be interested in living in a welcoming community with warm people, with friendly people. They're looking to have a better quality of life with an accessible cost of living, and that are looking for support within their program with like finding a job or getting help with my courses if I am struggling or something like that. If you want to continue your education and at the end of the road find your dream job, for example, if you want all of this, we are a great place for you to start your dream. So, well, I believe that there's one more video here. Yes. So I'm going to show you, hopefully this won't take us long to run. I want to close with this Soo College video. So if you have any questions, you can start putting them in the chat, or Maria Paula will help me to navigate the questions. But before we finish, sorry, I will show you this.
The world has weathered so much. It needs you. It needs you to protect us, connect us, keep us strong, and to remind us how precious it really is. It needs you, now more than ever. Welcome to the real you. Welcome to Soo College.
I love that part, that it needs you now more than ever. So I am going to stop sharing my screen and I'll go back to you.
Thank you, Carla, very much for your presentation regarding Soo College.
Okay, if I may take a little advantage of the time that we have.
Don't worry, of course.
Something that I am always asked is about the English requirements. So, for example, if you want to go to one of our certificates or our diplomas, if you have a TOEFL or an IELTS or something like that, it really helps. But right now, which is really common for students to do, it's take a Duolingo test. So if you want to take a Duolingo or already have one, what you need to get into a program, it's 105. If you have an IELTS, then it's a six IELTS with no bands below 5.5. But in any case, if for some reason you feel or you know that you don't have the level of English that is needed to start a program yet, you can talk to the team at Study Now, and they will help you find options of English programs, of pathway programs, and you can do before arriving to your academic program with us. And then you won't have to present any test. You don't need an IELTS or a TOEFL. When you finish your pathway, you are allowed to go directly into the academic program with us.
Okay, thank you, Carla. That's one of the most recurrent questions in our students. They're always asking about this admission criteria from different institutions so that they can apply in the best manner. Carla, let's talk about the scholarships. I don't know if you can could talk about it in your presentation, but let's tell our students the benefits they have if they apply to Soo College.
Perfect. Yes, we can. I did mention it, but I think it's good to highlight it. We have specific scholarships for international students and specific scholarship for our Latin American students. So for you, we have 2,000 scholarship for your first year. So this means $1,000 scholarship in the first semester and a 1,000 scholarship discount on the second semester. So for example, if your program is $15,000, then your first year would be 13, not 15. Something really important about this is that you don't have to apply for this scholarship. You don't have to compete for this scholarship. You just need to apply to Soo College, to your academic program, and our international admissions team will see that you're from Latin America, and then we'll give you this scholarship because that's what you're entitled to as part of the benefits that we offer. Also, there is no application fee for us. So you just need to like follow the lead of the Study Now team, and that you don't have to pay for the application, and we can give you an answer. Once your application is ready and complete, we can give you an answer in 1 week or a little bit less.
Perfect. Now we have this scholarship matter completely clear for all of our students in Aspire. Well, if you have any more questions that you can ask Carla, you can open your microphone or you can post it in our chat so that we can let Carla know which are these doubts you have related to Soo College. I know that you talked more about Sault Ste. Marie as a very nice city with a very nice climate, with a lot of activities to do. So what makes Sault Ste. Marie different from the rest of Canada? For example, the weather is not that harsh like in other parts. Is it really a very special place for our students to be?
Yes, it actually is. There's, for example, there's this crazy video of something that they do that in the winter, like talking about winter activities and how sometimes Canadians are a little bit crazy, and our international students too. There's something called the polar bear dip. The polar bear dip. So that's scary to start. So what they do is that they open a hole in the ice of an ice lake that is frozen because of the winter, and then people jump in their swimming suit in that freezing water. So it's just an activity they do. It's called the polar bear dip. So there are so many things that for us, like if you don't have any snow in your country, the many things that they do when they get snow, it's impressive, at least for someone like me. But it is a really special place. There are a lot of opportunities to do so many things. Something good, for example, is that we are in the border, right, with the US. So this means that the city is in constant change, it's constantly growing. So this is always interesting, and it's really great in terms of jobs. But I think the best part about Sault Ste. Marie is the people there. I know that we all say that about our cities, but I've had the opportunity to be in different places, and the people in Sault Ste. Marie is truly warm, truly supportive, and truly welcoming. There's even a Latin American association in the city where like Latin American people like get together to share their culture, to share their experiences, and to support each other when they arrive to Canada.
Thank you, Carla. It is really a great space, a great opportunity, a great city in which our students can begin like this new life project, right? In which they can begin also their life status in Canada. To give an end to our presentation, that really thanks for being with us today. We would like to ask you about this process in which the students can apply for the Canadian residence. For example, they can begin their studies in Soo College. Can they move on then to continue their studies in a university? How can this process work for the students at Sault Ste. Marie, and that they can get finally their Canadian residence, because many of our students are interested?
Yeah, well, it depends on each person's goals or interests, but the most common path for everyone is that they study a 2-year program with us, they graduate, they apply for a postgraduate work permit that is basically a work visa for recently graduated students. So they apply for that. Normally, they give them a 2 or 3 year visa, depending on the case. And then after that, they can see if they are eligible for their PR, for their permanent residence, to apply. If there is anyone that is interested in this kind of thing, I recommend that you talk to an immigration consultant, because they are the ones that can better give you all the information that you need to figure out your path. But something that you need to know, and that I can confidently tell you, is that there are many opportunities for international students to go do their program, their academic program, and then stay for work, stay for living, stay for creating a family, whatever your plan is, it is something that it's doable in Canada once you finish with your degree.
Well, Carla, thank you very much for this space, for telling more us about Soo College, and well, thank you for being today in our study fair by Study Now.
Okay, thank you, and say hi to all the team for me. It was great to see you today. Bye, everyone. Thank you for your attention.
Bye-bye, Carla. Have a nice day.